poppin' YouTube? It's your girl BriDanielle, and I'm back here with another video. For those of you who are new to my channel, I want to say welcome. And now it's your turn to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend to tune into my channel. For those of you who aren't new, welcome back. Welcome back. I appreciate the continuous love and support of my channel. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that little bell button so you can see when I post. Today is our very first Motivational Monday video. Woo! Today I'm just going to come and talk to you guys about just, demotivation. I want to say demotivation. So enough of the jibber jabber, enough of the blase blase. Let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into this video. Hey y'all, I struggled with what I wanted to bring this Motivational Monday. And I just thought, I know I mentioned when introducing what I will be doing in September, I was talking about why I didn't do makeup. And what came to my mind was demotivation, because, that's basically what that was. So I want to just talk about demotivation and the things that I do in order to express that when I feel demotivated from doing all of the things that I enjoy doing. Demotivation, I want to say, is real. Oftentimes, most of us always feel like we have to continuously be productive. If you're like me, I'm hard on myself when I feel like I'm not being productive enough. And then when I have down days, I always feel like, I wasted time, or I just feel like, I'm not supposed to be doing this. But honestly, we're human. We cannot always be on, is the word that I use. And just, it's okay to have your down days. But just knowing how to cope with those down days and making sure you find a way to express those moments, I feel like it's very important. And, things to help you, still feel good, even if you're not feeling all that great. So one thing that I want to share is I have this notebook. I love notebooks. I use notebooks for almost everything. I use notebooks to plan. I use notebooks to just write in. And like the prettier notebook, the more motivated I feel to write in it. So I keep this notebook. In this notebook, I usually write down like prayers, or just my feelings or just my thoughts, just to get it out somewhere. And I also use this book personally for Bible study. When I read the Bible and I'm breaking it down for myself, I use this to write in, to get write out my lessons and stuff like that. But I use a notebook, and sometimes I leave, depending on what it is, I leave it in this book. And then I just created a prayer box. I seen somebody on TikTok do it. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Seen somebody on TikTok do it. And she was just like, looking back at what she put in her prayer box and seeing like how many things came into fruition for her. So I was like, oh, that's neat. And I was like, oh, I think I should do that. For the moments where I feel like I can't always express verbally what it is that I want, what I'm feeling or what I'm thinking, because I'm a thinker. But I also love to write, which is good. So I usually make a prayer. I made this prayer box, and I write prayers down, and I put them in this box. So as you can see, I just put like, some Bible verses on there, just to look at and just to keep, encouragement and things like that. If you don't know by now, I also love to listen to music. I mean, music is my way of releasing any and everything. Anger, frustration, sadness, joy, happiness. Music. I feel like I got music for all of those moods. And I just try to listen to music that has encouraging words to it. When I'm feeling down, I feel like I'm not doing enough, or I feel like I'm not where I want to be. I listen to those words, and they help me to keep in mind, to stay encouraged, and you'll get there. Another thing that I started to do was, it's a church a few blocks down from my house, and I would get up and I would walk there, and I would just bask in the silence and just talk to God, pray, and things like that. Just to get some sort of mindfulness into my day. That's my way of having mindfulness. Just prayer and just silence and just being in the presence. And then another thing that I learned was to make sure you move your body. Um, it's so easy when you're feeling down, you're feeling depressed to stay in your bed and stay in your room. Now, it's cool. Like, I would stay in my bed sometimes, stay in my room sometimes. But if I did it for one day, the very next day, I'm trying to make sure I get up. And I would just go downstairs in the living room. I would like make some tea, sit, and just watch TV, and stuff like that. Or I would sit on the porch as well, and I would take like my Bible out and just read it and write down my lessons and stuff like that. Just trying to make sure that even when I'm down, I'm finding ways to be encouraged. Um, and so, like, we're human. We are entitled to have down days and bad days. You don't always have to be productive. It's okay. Like, and it doesn't make it. It doesn't make it. Any less unproductive just because you're not being productive. Like, sometimes you really do need those down days because you're always constantly always doing something. Whether you're working, whether you're a regular job, whether you're working on a business, whether you just like you need those moments to like settle down. And then you also, people are human. Like, you have down days, and so I keep that in mind, and I keep in mind, like, it's not about the fall, right? We all fall. We all fall short. We all fall. It's about making sure you get back up. It's the get back up that matters. So, if you have a few off days, a few off weeks, it's okay. Just make sure you get back up. Don't be hard on yourself because it's easy to be hard on yourself. I feel like we can be our worst enemy sometimes because you know, you're the first person to beat yourself up if you feel like you're not doing enough. And just know that you're doing enough. Even if you're not doing anything, you're doing enough. Maybe you just deserve that day. Um, and you are right where you're supposed to be. Sometimes you look at life and you look at, what's going on. You look at your peers and you feel like you're not doing enough. But you're doing enough. You're right where you need to be. And just comparison is the thief of joy. You can't look at, what's going on with friends. You can't look at what's going on with in the social media world because social media is so prevalent in our life right now. You just can't, because you're gonna always think you're not doing enough, or you should be doing that, or you should have that. No, um, the blessings that are supposed to be in your life will be there. You can't stop them. Nobody around you can stop them. Only God can stop it. And I feel like God gives you exactly what you need when you need it. So you may feel like you don't got it right now and you need it now. Trust me, you don't need it at that moment. And it's not easy to see at the time because you really, really want it. And that's real. But when you actually get it, you understand why you got it when you got it. So just keep in mind to keep moving your body when you're feeling down, when you're feeling demotivated. Express those feelings and those thoughts somewhere in the book, write it down. And also, like, if you have a good friend that you can talk to about your feelings and your thoughts, do that. Like, just really talk to somebody if you want to. I always say, as well, as if you feel like you can't help yourself, therapy is good. I know I'm so proud of the fact that now in the Black community we're starting to be okay with therapy. But if you feel like you can't help yourself, therapy is always another option. And then it's just like, just make sure you're doing what you need to do to be healthy mentally, and don't beat yourself up because you're having a bad day. So with that being said, be kind to yourself. Do what you need to do to express your thoughts, your feelings, and just, peace, love, and blessings. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for what's next.